Listen up, buckaroos. If my first book of the year is 1 star, I'm having a crisis. I'm mad at all of you. Oh! Girl math. My noodles. What's up, it's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be another reading vlog. Hello everyone, Happy New Year! Also look at my normal people sweatshirt. On the back it has quotes. I love it. I got it from Enlightened Soul. Hi, we are manifesting a good reading year, a good organized content year. Okay, so we're trying this new thing where I don't know what I'm doing. Essentially, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just experimenting with like long-term versus short-term content, if that makes sense, like project-wise. So this is gonna be a long-term thing. Longer. It's just not gonna be a week long, but I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me what my game plan is. I just know I'm doing simultaneous vlogs because I'm doing my horror nominees Goodreads video. But one of my habits this year is to read at least some of a 2025 TBR book every single day to make progress and chip away at those books and set myself up for success, as opposed to previous years where I procrastinate, and especially with the chunky books, I save them till the end of the year. This way I'll chip away at them and I don't have to finish a book every day. It's just reading some of it every day. But since the horror nominees video is so specific, I decided to start another one as well because I'm doing the 25 for 2025 again, as well as the 12 Recs by 12 Vamps challenges this year. And I really want to complete both of them. So this is going to be kind of like mood reading those books and maybe some like current reads, some library books, whatever. This is going to be chill, okay? Because the other one, the horror nominees one, is a little bit more intense and again, very specific and strict TBR. So I didn't want to mess with that mojo. With that being said, my first order of business is going to be a 12 Recs by 12 Vamps book. I'm taking this day by day, book by book, okay? First book we're gonna tackle is No Way Out by Santana Knox. This was recommended by one of my vampies, Kasha. It's 118 pages on Kindle Unlimited. Also, do we love? I love. The only thing with this, I took my Kindle off. There's like a little gap right here and the strap thing went behind it and now I can't get it out. But it's still holding on with 3 other ones. So hopefully that doesn't happen to any of the others because then I'm screwed. But yeah, I'd have to take it apart to get the strap back. Anyway, No Way Out is, I don't even know, like a horror romance, I think, and someone stuck in a maze, and I have no idea, but this cover is calling to me, and it's the shortest one of my 12 Recs by 12 Vamps, so we're gonna be strategic and just work on it that way, gain momentum. But yeah, I'll be checking in whenever I have progress on books that are not horror Goodreads Choice Awards nominees. Hope y'all had happy holidays. Hope you have a great start to 2025. Let's freaking read. Finally watching Hocus Pocus 2! Woo! Happy New Year to me.
Hi.
Getting Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Woo! And we're healthy, bitches.
Right.
We are healthy. Just ignore the amount of Caesar dressing. And these baked hot Cheetos. Wow, this lighting. I'm gonna just have to be in between my blinds. Real quick before I have to leave for work in like 2 minutes. Hating this. Hating No Way Out. If my first book of the year is 1 star, it's only uphill from here, you know? You know. It's way more smut than horror. And this is just not my type of romance. I feel like at the point that I'm at, there's like this turning point where it becomes kind of like a revenge story. There's like this student-professor situation. It's just not what I expected. Well, did I even read the synopsis? I think I did. I think I saw Corn Maze. It takes place on Halloween and it's a horror romance, and I was like, yeah, give it to me. And how is this a series? I don't know. But that's where I'm at with that. I also really have to finish The Fireborn Blade by Charlotte Bond, which is not on my 2025 TBR, but it is due at the library today. But there's like the grace period, like no late fees or whatever. So do I even want to finish that? Should I just DNF? I should just DNF. I'm gonna DNF. Thank you for talking that through with me. I'm gonna return it today, actually. I think I got 60 pages in. Wasn't feeling it. And it sucks because it's such a short fantasy book that could have been good practice for my brain, but yeah, nothing was really happening. Megan DNF'd it too, and Megan and I usually align with our taste. So I'm just gonna take her word for it. I'm gonna go to work. It's Thursday. I'm gonna finish No Way Out at some point today, and hopefully Bury Your Gaze too, but that's for the other vlog. I went to the gym this morning. Yay, January 2nd. I finished it. It's not 1 star, but it is 2 stars. Second star is solely because, sorry, the heat came on. The second star is solely for this one scene, but I can't say much about it because it'd be a spoiler. But this one scene that was truly horror romance, I think. And it was very dark. It involved knife play, but play is a very loose term. And I didn't think I was into that thing, but that scene, I think, did it well. Well is also a very loose term. The writing is not good. I was not a fan of the writing. I was not a fan of how much smut there was. I mean, I don't mind smut. I love a good smutty scene if I love the characters, and if it's not 20 pages long. I don't need that long of a scene. I don't need multiple scenes that are that long, where it's just the same thing over and over pretty much, other than that one scene. But other than that, like, it didn't really give Halloween vibes other than the corn maze and the scarecrow. I don't know, the rest of the book was boring. The epilogue I started to read and then I just skimmed because it was just smut. The chapter titles were funny though. The last one was Hoes Love Epilogues or whatever, and then there was one that was like, this chapter is just smut. I think that was the chapter that had the one scene that I liked. And I don't really like student professor plot lines in general. It just makes me feel gross. I'm sad that my first book of the year is 2 stars. If it's gonna be remembered for something, it's gonna be that, because otherwise I would have just totally forgotten about this book. I am sad that I'm giving a Vamp Wreck 2 stars, but I'm glad we got the shortest book out of the way. I think the next 2025 TBR book that I'm gonna tackle, I'm trying to decide if I want to do Beartown or another Kindle one, which is role playing, or should I do 25 for 2025? I'm gonna have to think on it. I'm not really sure what my mood is. My mood is just finishing books and getting these projects done. I also have to start my Lights Out Full Moon Book Club vlog like Monday. I forgot about that I have a deadline for that I have to get that up on the 13th, also for early access. So there's a lot going on in this BB brain. I think today I'm gonna pause this vlog, finish Bury Your Gaze, and then once I decide on a next 2025 TBR book, I'll go back to this. Also, I forgot to bring Fireborn Blade, so it's gonna be a day overdue anyway, if I even remember to bring it tomorrow. But I think I've decided to definitely DNF it. Oh my god, hold on. I totally forgot to quote some of the stuff I highlighted, just to give you a taste of the writing. She was a magnet and I was the metal, drawn to her by the sheer command of science. In some books that could work, but not this one. My eyes didn't waver from his, obsidian in the night aside from the glimmering speckles of light that reflected the sky. Like, why is it so melodramatic for something that's not that deep? It just felt out of place for the vibe of the book. I did like this one line that said, instead of asking how he could save me, he asked if I needed saving at all. Because that alludes to how men are always just assuming that women need help, you know, like the whole damsel in distress thing. So there's that. Ew, these smutty lines that I highlighted that were cringy, I can't even read them out loud right now. I don't want to, but anyway, that's all. Return to Kindle Unlimited and I'm never gonna look at it again. I took a poll. Y'all know I love a good poll. I took a Carmilla patron poll because they get the most polls on Patreon. I asked which of these 2025 TBR books that I could be in the mood for should I pick up next. And right now, Part of Your World has been winning all day, which I'm not surprised by, but it'd be my first Abby Jimenez, which is intense. I mean, I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love all her books. I mean, maybe even the ones with pregnancy I'll enjoy, which I heard Life's Too Short has, and the publisher sent that to me like last year at some point, I think, beginning of last year. I have a feeling I'm gonna be obsessed with her just as much as everybody else is. I'm happy that Part of Your World is winning, so I'll probably pick that up tomorrow, but we need to derail this theme a little bit. I can't remember if in the intro I said this was a 2025 TBR vlog or if it was a mood reading vlog, or both. Regardless, we're gonna derail a little bit from the 2025 TBR, because of course we are, because I checked my January ALCs from Libro FM, and At Dark I Become Loathsome by Eric LaRocca is on there. LaRocca? I don't even know, I've heard both ways. And it's only a 4-hour, 51-minute audiobook. So I'm gonna start that on my way home because I have to get gas. I have to go to the post office to drop off a Pango order. My Pango is always listed down below, by the way. I'm trying to be better about posting on there. My books have been selling, even my annotated ones, especially my annotated ones. So honestly, kind of a flex. But okay, I have to go to Walgreens to pick up medication. I have to pick up my Humira, my other medication, from my mom's house because it gets delivered there. And then I have to go to CVS for my other medication. I love being old and mentally ill. That's the game plan after work. I'll update y'all on this ALC. It comes out January 28th, so I want to fulfill my goal of being better about reading ARCs before their release date. So this is like the perfect time because I don't have an audiobook going right now other than Bury Your Gaze. I'd rather listen to a book that I don't have physically. Did all my errands except go to CVS to pick up my Lexapro, but I still have 2 more pills, so I can do that tomorrow. I was just so tired after everything and I'm in pain. What was important was my pain meds, my arthritis meds, so I'm okay with that. I got everything else done, got gas and everything. Reading update. I am 24% through. I have an hour and 49 minutes left of At Dark I Become Loathsome. Loathsome. Premise. Here's the sitch, okay? Our main character is very unique. He has a lot of body modifications. He has those elf ears. He has like horns that he like got surgically done. He has a bunch of piercings on his face. And so he was always like an outcast. And then he tells you why he felt the need to like, keep getting piercings and stuff like that. Like his internal dilemmas and external situations that led him to be how he is today. And he has this business where he has these rituals with clients to fake their deaths. It's very depressing. The writing and being in this character's head, it's very poetic and like purple prose, especially because Eric LaRocca repeats the title every page, every other page. There'd be this whole depressing monologue and then it'd be like, At Dark I Become Loathsome. I was reading reviews and people on Goodreads didn't really like that. There were a lot of negative reviews for this book, but honestly, I'm kind of loving it. This is probably gonna be 4 stars as long as it doesn't take some left field turn, you know what I'm talking about? Like how Rest Stop by Nat Cassidy did in the second half. I just really hope it like maintains this energy, but I really hope the character gets some sort of joy from something. Joy might be too strong of a word, but I hope he feels hope by the end of this book one way or another because he's making me sad. It just feels so heavy when I'm listening to it. I've heard this narrator before. I just don't remember which. I know he's done a romance before. It's gotta be the same narrator. A lot of male narrators sound the same though, but this specific one, like he has almost an accent but not really. I don't know how to explain it, but I like the narration. I think the audiobook is good because you get the pauses and like the cadence of how poetic the author probably wanted it to sound. You know what I'm saying? I think that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm gonna triple check the poll on Patreon one more time to make sure that I know what my next 2025 TBR book is gonna be. Yeah, Part of Your World is winning at 36%. Actually, let me go on my browser because sometimes the app is not accurate. Patreon app is so glitchy sometimes, most of the time. Okay, yeah, it's the same. 36% Part of Your World. The next highest is Beartown at 24%. But I guess Part of Your World it is. So I'll be starting this tomorrow, restarting it. I got to chapter 2 and I did highlight and tab some things. Or no, I got to chapter 3. Seems like the chapters are short. This one is 372 pages. I'm excited to finally read my first Abby Jimenez. I literally have an art of Part of Your World. It came out April 19th, 2022. Finally getting to it. These 2 people, Alexis and Daniel, cross paths because her car broke down. He's from a small town. She's a big city gal. It's like very Hannah Montana movie-esque. They get like a taste of each other's lives or something. I don't know. All I know is there's a baby fucking goat and that there's a lot of mental health rep in her book usually. We'll see. I'm not gonna read the synopsis. I'm just gonna go into it blindly. But tomorrow because I'm still working on Bury Your Gaze, so I gotta go switch to that SD card and talk about this book. But for now, I'll bid you adieu, bid you good night, and I'll let you know when I make a little dent in Part of Your World. I did get my January book tag up tonight, so hell yeah. It's 9 p.m. Toodaloo. Why does it just unfocus like that? Like, how freaking rude. This is my channel. What do you mean? These bangs are being rude too. Okay, bye. Okay, my mic was literally right here and I didn't plug it into my camera. I'm so sorry if the audio is shit. Pardon the interruption while I talk about Rose Forever New York. So I've worked with them before, so thank you to Rose Forever for sending me another box of roses. They let me pick my bouquet. The first time I got this heart-shaped red roses bouquet. I'll insert a picture right here. And this time, we're gonna get funky. Now this time I got gray roses. Okay, if you don't know what Rose Forever is, it's this company that sells bouquets of roses, but they're preserved roses, okay? They can last years and they don't die, they're preserved. It says, they will stay beautiful like on the first day for many years. Please don't water the roses or treat them with other care products. Please avoid touching the petals as that could affect their lifespan. Keep them away from direct sunlight. You can simply brush away dust with a soft brush. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, y'all, for your significant others. For yourselves, buy yourself the freaking flowers, okay? And this is the perfect gift for birthdays, other holidays. Usually I'm not a flower gal, but I like the look of fake flowers, and these don't smell too strongly. Like, they don't smell like strong roses. So this time I got a smaller bouquet in this rectangular box instead of the heart-shaped one, just so it like stands better when I display them. And they come in this velvet box. They also have a transparent box option. They have a bunch of options on their website. They come in a bunch of different colors. There's red, pink, white. They even have like blue, like royal blue. They have black, they have gray. I ended up getting gray just so it doesn't blend in with the box in my pictures. Oh my god, it's like a bluish gray. That is so pretty. And they don't smell really strong, like I said, so... Okay, let me just not do that. I will have my referral link and everything down below to their website if you want to check them out. If you need Valentine's Day gift ideas or just general gift ideas, this is perfect, I promise. This is such cute decor. This is cute for photos. I've used the other one for Bookstagram photos, and it's just so fancy schmancy. I really appreciate having this in my home. Thank you so much once again, Rose Forever, for sending me more roses. Wow, I love these. I love these so much. I will have, once again, all the information down below so you could check them out. Now we can go back to regularly scheduled programming and talk about books again. Okay, bye. Hello. It is now after work. I already told my other vlog all this, but basically, oh my gosh. Sorry. Basically, Silent Book Club was a bust. I don't even know if I talked about Silent Book Club here, but it was a whole thing. At dark, I become loathsome. I don't even know what the percentage is, but I have less than 30 minutes left. And when he said at dark, he said dark, dark. I don't even know what I would give it. Do I give it a 3 or a 4? I don't know, because it feels so discombobulated, because our main premise, I already said the main premise, right? The guy like does these fake death rituals. And then all of a sudden he talks about these stories that he's heard, or like people he's encountered tell stories to him while he's like preparing for this ritual or whatever, and it would go into a whole story, like pages and pages it seems like, and those get so dark. There was this one really fucked up one. I actually don't even remember who it was in this particular story. It's not a short story collection, but it feels like it, because story would end and then it'd be like, at dark I become loathsome, and then we would go into our main character's perspective. I believe the person's name is Ashley. It's wild. It'll probably be a 4, because there were so many times where I'm listening and my jaw is like in hell while I'm driving. I'm definitely gonna finish that tonight because I could color while listening to the last like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna start Part of Your World. I need a lighthearted palette cleanser after this book and after Bury Your Gaze. Oh my gosh, yeah, I need some romance in my life, so Part of Your World was a good choice, Carmilla's. Thank you. All right, we've got an update. We've got my microphone this time, so hopefully the audio is better. But I finished At Dark I Become Loathsome. I gave it 4 stars. The ending was wild. There were so many intense scenes throughout this. Trigger warnings for animal cruelty as well. Trigger warnings for suicidal ideations, for depression. I mean, it's dark. I felt myself feeling sadder listening to this book. I mean, Eric LaRocca did a great job depicting depression, because like, been there, done that, and it's exactly what that felt like. The whole book is just a dark freaking cloud. Like, it's just melancholy all the way through, and then there's definitely horror mixed in there, and it almost feels a little bit random most of the time, and sometimes you kind of question if it's even real. Regardless, at surface level, it's horrific, just like the way it's all written. First you get this like beautiful, melancholy, like dismal description of the main character's feelings, what's going on in their head and everything, and all these like intrusive thoughts. And then it goes all in gore. And it like comes out of nowhere if you're not paying attention that closely. The end was just so heart-wrenching. There was something that was revealed that gave it that 4th star for me. I enjoyed it. I mean, enjoyed is a weird word. I liked the experience of it, and it did what horror needed to do for me. I don't know. I gotta be better about fun facts. Okay, wait, what was the first book I read? No Way Out? Shit, I already blocked everything out from that. Let's do scarecrows. There was a scarecrow in there. Fun facts about scarecrows. I started these fun facts in January last year, so I gotta get back to it. Okay, fun facts about scarecrows. This is for the first book in this blog, No Way Out. The word scarecrow comes from the 1550s, but before that they were called shoy hoys, which imitates the sound of a crow. I don't hear it. Scarecrows are also known as strawmen, tatterdemalions, ragamuffins, and shaggies. There you go. And then for At Dark I Become Loathsome, fun facts about coffins. I think I did this once before, so hopefully there are more facts that I haven't read out loud. Greek coffins were often urn-shaped, hexagonal, or triangular. The production of metal coffins in the United States began in 1918. Ooh, okay. The basic difference between a coffin and a casket is that a coffin has 6 sides and is hexagonal, while a casket has 4 sides and is rectangular. I feel like I knew that. I definitely knew that, actually. But also, there's this band called Caskets, and a lot of their merch has coffins on them, so that's awkward. I guess I didn't really think about the fact that they're not interchangeable, that they are 2 separate things, but now that I think about it, I mean, I know what a coffin is, and I know it's not a casket, but I feel like in my head a casket was also a coffin, if that makes sense. I don't know. Wait. Okay, see, it's so confusing because I was reading Bury or Gaze at the same time, and both books had burials. Well, like, this has the word bury in the title, and in At Dark I Become Loathsome there were like burials. So I just got really confused for a sec. But I also finished Bury or Gaze, so I'm gonna go update that vlog. And then next time I talk to you, I'll probably be at a coffee shop. Well, you'll probably see coffee shop b-roll, and I'll probably have restarted this. Hopefully I fly through this because I just need a win. Okay, this is gonna be 5 stars. We're manifesting. This is gonna be my first 5-star of 2025. For sure. For sure. Oops. I tripped and fell right here in this parking lot.
That we drove to.
I found the book that I was looking for yesterday. Hi, I have no reading updates because I was reading for my other blog, but I do have a little book haul. But listen, I use gift cards and cash, so like it doesn't count. I bought 7 books this year, but really 0. Because yesterday I also used gift cards. Girl math. I mean, I don't have to convince myself that it's true, but if y'all have to ponder on it, I'll let you ponder on it. I got 4 books. I had... The fuck was that? Can you not? Turn it off! Oh my god! He's talking to me through the Ring camera. I got 4 books. It wasn't really a gift card. It was like a rebate card for my contacts, but still, for free money, right? Whatever, enough justification. I got the 2 books that I was looking for at my indie bookstore yesterday that I couldn't find, and that is Liars by Sarah Manguso. I'm gonna use this for my buzzword book this month. I might read this in this vlog to get another monthly goal out of the way. Well, technically my buzzwordathon isn't a monthly goal this year, like a strict monthly goal, but I still want to complete all the challenges. It's just not something I'm gonna like stress over too much. The buzzword for this month is either truth or lies, so this is perfect. I've never heard about this book until Tiffany hauled it. I talk about Tiffany all the time. She's one of my vampies. It's a lit fic. It says about being a wife, a mother, and an artist, and how marriage makes liars of us all. The mother part, not too excited about, but it seems like it's mostly about the marriage. I don't know what it is about marriages falling apart that I like reading about. or like messed up relationships, but I'm hoping I get that from this. I got Feast While You Can by Michaela Clements and Anjali Datta. I'm gonna make this one of my options for either Full Moon Book Club or a Lair Bloody read next month, because I know a couple of my vampies want to read this as well. It sounds like a horror, but it was in the general fiction section. I don't know, part of me feels like this is cannibalism, but I don't think that's what we're doing here. There's a monster? I don't even know. I don't want to go into it too much. I'd rather go into these books deeper in my book hauls. I've been eyeing this ever since, I don't remember, for months now. I love this like Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle type of spine where it's like different colors within the letters. I also got Real by Kennedy Ryan. KK actually got me interested in this. I've seen this around, but the cover didn't interest me. The whole like Hollywood thing didn't interest me. But I've never read a Kennedy Ryan and I want to. I also own This Could Be Us. I just love how this paperback feels. The chapters are kind of short. I like the font. I was actually gonna buy the hardcover because it was a signed edition, but like I hate reading romances, especially thick romances, as a hardcover. So I sacrificed the signature for a regular edition. And then I got a special edition of Shatter Me, which I've never read. I think I started it in college, like early college, when I first started getting back into reading, but I think I DNF'd it because, I mean, I had classes and stuff, so I wasn't really, you know, I DNF'd it, but I didn't even know what that meant at the time. Maybe this year is my Shatter Me series year. The edges say I spent my life folded between the pages of books, and it says I am not insane crossed out on the end pages. And this is my favorite part, the naked cover. I decided to get this finally because I read This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi and I loved it. So, oh good, the whole series in order is on the back. Perfect. Oh, I've read A Very Large Expanse of Sea. I don't remember anything about it, but I've read it. I have a feeling Tahira Mafi is gonna be one of my new favorite authors. So that's everything I got. I should just start Part of Your World already. I really should. But I wanna read at least one story from the short story collection I'm reading for the other vlog. I'll keep y'all updated. Today was a fun, bookish, chill day. Joey got a haircut, so I went to the coffee shop by myself that I always go to that's near his haircut place. We went book shopping, we went to Kuma's Corner to get burgers, and I'm actually not full, which is wild because I've never finished a burger from there. I always have leftovers, but today I didn't. I don't want to talk too long because I don't have my microphone on, so I'll talk to you later or something. As anticipated, Miss Abby Jimenez has my heart already. At 23 pages, she mentioned Dino Nuggies. Like, how do I not fall in love with this book? Like, come on. I'm 60 pages in now. The flirty banter, so good. The tension, the conversations that are already being had with her best friend. I love her best friend, Brie. The conversation about her being older, and if the dude was older, no one would bat an eye. And then she talks about how she lost herself in her long-term relationship that she just ended. There's just so much packed in each page in Abby Jimenez's writing. Y'all were right. Y'all were right. I didn't doubt anybody, but I really was just kind of waiting for the hype to die down a little bit. Not that I'm saying that the hype around her has died down, because she is still like one of the most popular romance authors right now. But this trilogy has come to a close, and then Say You'll Remember Me comes out in April, and it's a different series. So I definitely want to finish this trilogy by April. That's the goal, because I've heard only good things about people who've read the arcs for Say You'll Remember Me so far. I'm also really hoping to read Liars in this vlog. I think this will be my next mood read after Part of Your World, and then we're gonna end this. Tomorrow, I had to start my Full Moon Book Club vlog for Lights Out. We're gonna do 3 vlogs at the same time. R.I.P. to me. I think once I start Lights Out, I'm gonna pause my horror vlog, but I'm gonna read this for the rest of the day today because I finished book 2 for the other vlog. So this has my full attention for the day and I'm obsessed already. I laughed so many times. There are just such good one-liners and I love a small town feel. It reminds me of Heart of Dixie because there's this really packed bar. The main dude is the mayor. The love interest isn't the mayor in Heart of Dixie, but he is one of the first people that she meets in the show. I'm loving this so far. And the baby goat, oh my god, and the puns with the animal names. Barack Obama, come on. Come on, Rabbit Downey Jr., so good.
So good!
We just got back from Joey's parents' house and we got hot chocolates. And I was craving a donut, so we got a donut. I got a red velvet donut. Joey lied to me and tried to tell me that they didn't have any red velvet donuts, but they did.
I didn't try.
You lied to me. I don't know why you were trying to deprive me of red velvet donuts, but that's exactly what happened. I used up all of Joey's Spotify hours. Okay, that's not true. Actually, no, because we had 9 hours yesterday that we listened to, but I listened to it last month. But it renews in 2 days. You'll be fine. Reviews with Joey. How's We Used to Live Here going?
Not too bad. Pretty good so far. Confusing.
Confusing is the verdict.
There's things changing.
Hey, that's a spoiler.
It is?
Yeah, that's a spoiler.
Okay.
Edit that out, Jan.
I don't know what's a spoiler or not.
Okay, well, it's confusing.
This is why I can't do book reviews.
I
don't
know.
How it's considered.
Okay, I'm gonna watch Jody's January TBR. I'm gonna update my journal. I'll let you know when I read more of Part of Your World, because I'm gonna read at least another 50 pages of this, I'm sure. Hootaloo.
Love you.
Listen up, buckaroos. The girlies were right. Girlies are all right. I knew it too. I knew I would love this. I just got back from the gym and I was like, I can't put this down, because I read some of it on my lunch break. I hit page 100. It was all I could think about for the rest of the day. I was like, what if I just clocked out right now to read this book for the rest of the day? What if? But I didn't. And I was like, oh, I still have to go to the gym because I was too lazy this morning. And so I was like, let me just walk on an incline, a little bit of an incline, so I don't trip and die, and read this book. And I read 57 pages in 45 minutes. It's a quick romance, so like that's not that big of a flex, but anything that's more than 1 page to 1 minute ratio, I'm proud of it. Where do I begin? So big city girl, small town boy. This is Heart of Dixie meets Happy Medium by Sarah something. Sarah, I can't remember. Adler? I can't remember the last name. Obviously this came first before Happy Medium, and there's no ghosts in this, but there are some troubles with this family property that's like a big plot point right now, and he's trying to save it. It's that whole small town thing, you know, when you're trying to save something because of financial issues. And then this girl, she's a doctor and she's from a big city. She comes to this small town. He finds out that she's a doctor because she was helping out this person that was going through something. And yeah, it's just a back and forth of like him being insecure because she's too good for him, but she's like so into him even though he's 10 years younger. And she is just coming out of this long-term emotionally abusive relationship, gaslighting and everything, and it was just so triggering because if you know me, been there, done that. But he was 10 years older than her, and now this Daniel guy is 10 years younger than her, so there's this back and forth between him being insecure about that and then her being insecure about her older age, what her friends would think of him, and she's worried that they would belittle him and be condescending of him. Not that she's ashamed of him, she doesn't want the worlds colliding because she doesn't want the ex to find out about him, and there's this whole thing with the ex and their house together too, and there is so much going on, and I love when romances do that. I love when there's substance, okay? I knew that Abby Jimenez was gonna do that for me. I'm so glad I'm reading this. I'm hoping to finish this like tomorrow. I'm hoping to at least hit page 200 today. Joey's making chili right now. We're gonna finish the Barbie movie, which we started yesterday, and then I'm gonna read more of this because I'm flying through. I'm glued to these pages, my dudes. So yeah, this is most likely gonna be 5 stars because I'm getting that feeling. It feels like Love Light Farms. It feels like all the small town romances that I love. Small Town and Second Chance are my favorite romance tropes. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Hi, I'm too lazy to grab the book right now, but I'm still reading Part of Your World. I'm mad at all of you. I'm mad at all of you for not warning me about this birthing scene that just pops out of nowhere. No pun intended, pop out. Anyway, in the middle of a cute date that they were having. It was Heart of Dixie-esque. That's so hard to say. Because there was a similar scene in Heart of Dixie as well. I already had to watch it. I didn't need to read it. So I did skip over. I never skip over pages, especially in books that I'm loving. But that, I was just like, I don't need to see it. I literally looked for the part where the paragraph ended. It was like 3 pages. Whoa! It was like 3 pages long. Oh! I just broke my camera tripod. That's a 3rd tripod. Oh, don't you love when Joey forgets a Tide Pod when he tries to do laundry?
The back hurts.
He's been 30 for 1 whole month today.
I can feel it.
Anyway, it was only 3 pages long, so I was able to skip it, and that's fine, okay? Don't hate me. But I'm still loving it. Oh my god, the ring light scene with, what's his best friend's name? Daniel's best friend. I don't remember, but him and his wife with the ring light coming over. Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. I was cackling at like 6 a.m. It's going well. I believe I have 130-ish pages left. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it tonight. We're gonna have breakfast for dinner. I still have to do my workout for the day. I think I'm gonna do like a Taylor Swift dance workout for 45 minutes. Then we're gonna have dinner, and I have to start my lights out vlog, but I might just do that tomorrow because it's my day off. I also have to get my blood drawn tomorrow, so everything sucks. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish Part of Your World tomorrow latest, and then we'll read Liars as our last book for this vlog. Okay? Work was so boring today. My motivation has been so low today. I got up early, but like, it made me more tired. I don't know. I was literally falling asleep driving. It was so bad.
Oh, I forgot the laundry card.
Oh. Currently Wednesday. I'm still reading Part of Your World. I'm almost done though. I'm gonna sit here and finish this book. But I had to film my wrap up first. I had to get my blood drawn. It's a whole thing. I think I'm about to sprint with KK soon. Maybe, possibly, but I do want to finish this. I have less than 70 pages left. I just want to come on here and say I am so annoyed by Alexis. She's so just in denial, and I get her circumstance, okay? I don't get it because I've never been, you know, rich and whatever else she's going through that are first world problems, but I get that she is struggling with the fact that she's taking her parents' thoughts and opinions into consideration for her life choices. Been there, done that, okay? But I also trained my brain to not do that anymore, and life got so much better after I did that. And I just need her 37-year-old ass to get her shit together and make that same decision, because clearly Daniel is down bad for her and she is just fully in denial. She's saying, "You're not my boyfriend, we're not in love, I love you, but we're not in love." She literally drives 4 hours round trip just to hang out with him for like a day or two and to be in this small town. I have a lot of things that I want for her, and I really hope that's the direction that this book goes, because I really hope Daniel doesn't leave the small town for her. I hope it's the other way around, because she has so much more potential for her life, like wholesome wise and like morals wise, in this small town than all this like superficial shit back home. Her parents, if they're not gonna fucking accept what she wants for her life, then honestly, let them disown you. Follow your brother's fucking footsteps, because he knows what he's doing, and clearly you don't. Alexis really just needs to grow the fuck up and just follow her damn heart, because Daniel clearly would do anything and more for her. It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating, but I know it's gonna get resolved fairly quickly because she's already like having internal dilemmas and shit. It's so annoying, the back and forth of her decisions, and then Daniel is just like more and more insecure about how he can't compare to her ex. Like, she just keeps saying their lives won't fit, their worlds can't work together or whatever, and it's just like, I get that's the point. That's literally in the title, like the Part of Your World thing, but it's getting annoying. With that being said, I don't think this is gonna be 5 stars. I think it's gonna be a high 4, which is really sad, but this is not gonna be my first 5-star of the year. It might if it gets really, really cute by the end, but I don't think this is gonna be my favorite Abby Jimenez. I have a strong feeling either Say You'll Remember Me, her newest one, or Just for the Summer are gonna be my favorite ones. I thought this was gonna be initially because I love the small town thing, and I'm not a fan of summer books, but that just seems to be the consensus, is that everyone's favorite is Just for the Summer. But I have a really good feeling about Say You'll Remember Me for some reason. Anyway, I'm gonna proceed and finish this book, and I'll let you know my final thoughts. And then we're gonna move on to Liars by Sophia Mancuso, or whatever her name is. I also have to start my full moon vlog because I still have yet to start Lights Out, which is kind of a problem. Justice for Daniel Grant is all I'm gonna say. What the fuck? What a bitch. I am so mad. I'm so mad at Alexis. I'm so mad at everyone in her family, and I'm so mad for her choosing them over him for so long. I'm so mad. I'm like actually like so invested in this. And the real kicker is, while this intense shit is happening, Before You Go by Louis Capaldi comes on the playlist. Are you fucking kidding? That is one of the saddest songs I've ever heard in my fucking life, and it had to come on at this perfect moment. Daniel deserves better. Alexis is so stupid. I'm so mad. And then she's so like hypocritical about things, and I just hate that she's hiding so much from him, and he's just such an open book. Everyone in his life knows about her. She hasn't told her best friends, quote unquote. Oh my god. If I were Daniel, I would just give up. Like, why? There are so, okay, maybe not. I was gonna say there were so many more people out there, but all he knows is his small town for the most part. Like, that's where he's gonna stay because he needs to do this thing for this property. My sprints are done. But still, there are so many other people out there. You don't need to be treated this way. I'm like genuinely so mad that he's just, we know they're gonna end up together because it's a romance, but I really wish they didn't because Daniel deserves better. Okay, I finished it, but in between, so I stopped with like 20 pages left and I had lunch and I freaking spilled my noodles. Oh my god, I was so mad because we're still doing the intermittent fasting and I had to wait an extra like 4 more minutes to eat because we made a different one, and I had to mop the floors. All I wanted was to eat my damn noodles. It was tragic, but I finished this. I'm gonna give it a high 4 stars as anticipated from my last update. Alexis did redeem herself, but it took too long. She is a grown-ass woman. Like, she could have come to certain conclusions way faster and this book would have been a tad shorter, but it was annoying. But I like the ending. The epilogue did have that thing, but it was only mentioned for like a line and a half, kind of, a few sentences, but after that it was done. So that's not why I docked a star. I docked a star mainly for Alexis and that one birthing scene, and also like all the back and forth and stuff. I don't know, I think it's just like a personal thing too, because I related so hard to trying to fulfill your family's expectations and shit, and knowing in your heart that you want anything else but that, especially with the medical field thing, because my mom's a nurse and she wanted me to be in the medical field. So like, I get it. Ooh, my camera is flashing, but I'm glad I finally finished another book. I'll talk to y'all when I start Liars, and then we can end this vlog in a couple of days because Winterween starts on Friday. Oh my god, I forgot to do a fun fact. Hopefully I get to do one before my camera dies. So there's a pig. There's also a goat, but like there's a pig that comes up every now and then. So we're gonna do fun facts about pigs, okay? Okay. Pigs have the highest density of tactile receptors in their snouts. I feel like I knew that. Pigs do not sweat. I knew that too. Why do I know so much about pigs? The average domestic pig weighs between 300 and 700 pounds, but the largest wild pig can grow to be 6.6 feet long and weigh up to 710 pounds. 6.6 feet long. That's a big ass pig. What the fuck? What do you mean the largest wild pig? I need to look this up. Like, Pumbaa can be 6.6 feet long? No fucking way. I mean, crazier things have happened, but that's terrifying. No, that's scary. Please focus. That is so scary. Are you fucking joking? No. No, that's crazy. I don't like it. I hate it. Moving on. I'm gonna go charge this battery and start my lights out vlog. Fine. Oh my god, y'all. I almost quit today and just left early. Not quit my job, but like quit the day. I got up at 4 involuntarily, couldn't fall back to sleep until 5:30, and I didn't get anything done. And I was like, I really need to get my nails done. I'm not gonna have time for anything after work. I'm just a shit show, okay? But I got my nails done. The only reason I was motivated to go to work was because my manager was bringing me food that her mom made. Filipino food. It was so sweet. I had such a big lunch. The only update I have is that I'm 50 pages into Liars now, and it's very much My Husband by Maud Ventura vibes, which was on my top 10 of 2024. So it's essentially about this woman who just talks about her marriage, contemplates her marriage. It's a toxic marriage. There's a lot of gaslighting. There's a lot of back and forth and alcoholism and verbal abuse, and then a lot of apologies afterwards. And the formatting is really easy to read. There are no chapters, but it's very much kind of the same format as My Husband. Tonight I'm trying to finish a different book for a different vlog, but I think I could finish this tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Friday. Then we can finally end this little mood reading vlog. I tried the tiny mic thing, tried to be like one of the girlies, but I can't get rid of this buzzing sound. I might just have to return it. I got a mouse pad, and it's my favorite meme. It just says I'm fine. My desk mat thing doesn't work well with my mouse. I don't know what it's made of that's not the same material as a mouse pad, but we'll see if that works. Today was tiring, but my nails are pink and I don't know who I am. I just feel weird. Like I know I'm trying to do too many things at once with like these 3 simultaneous vlogs. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I feel like I'm not saying enough. I don't even know. But guys, I drove past Party City and they're closing. So where the hell do I get my milestone balloons now? Hopefully like Walmart or some grocery stores have them too. You know I'm tired when I haven't even put eyeliner on today. I don't even know who I am. Also, my book sleeve matches my nails. It's like ballet baby pink. Who is she? I'm having a crisis. Truly I am. I'm gonna be working on a different book tonight, but hopefully, did I say this already? I definitely just said that. You see what I mean? I need to just do one project at a time at all times. I need to stop this shit. And then Winterween starts tomorrow, so I really have to just like end this vlog. I am losing my mind. I really, really am. What a way to kick off 2025, am I right? Hi, good morning. Super quickly because I have to leave for work, but I have to end this vlog prematurely before finishing Liars because Winterween starts today. I forgot my full moon thing has to be up by the 13th, which means I have to have it up this weekend for early access. So I gotta get going on that one because I'm only 1 chapter into the book. I got 56 pages into Liars, so 200 pages exactly away from the end. I think this could be a 4-star, so I'm gonna leave it at that. It seems like it's basically the same energy all throughout. I don't know if it's gonna get as unhinged as My Husband by Maud Ventura, but I did see another Goodreads review that compared the two, so at least I wasn't far off. I will be finishing this eventually. This will be my buzzword book for the month. I'm sorry that I have to end this like this, but I have to start my Winterween vlog. In this vlog, I finished No Way Out. Gave that 2 stars, unfortunately. At Dark, I Become Loathsome. Gave that, I think, 4 stars, right? And then Part of Your World, which I gave 4 stars. I think those are the only 3 for this vlog. I'm glad I got 2 2025 TBR books out of the way and then 1 ARC. It's been an accomplishment. It's been a pleasure vlogging for y'all. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, let's put a goat emoji to represent Chloe in Part of Your World. Was it Chloe or Cleo? I think it was Chloe. Or a pig to represent Kevin Bacon in Part of Your World as well. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, don't forget to do some self-care. Hope you have a 5-star day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.